Hello, my name's Jack McWalter. Thanks for joining us tonight. Tonight, what I want to talk about is the August 28th special election that you all know about. You know, I don't want to talk about the mayor got indicted, felonies, and all that stuff. I just don't want to talk about it. It's just. But what I want to talk about tonight is Seat A and the three folks that are running. It's Tamara Jones McKee. Now, Tamara's legal name, I guess, her married name is McKee, but she spent her whole acting career using the name Tamara Jones. And if you'd like to know a lot more about her, just go to Google and just key in Tamara Jones McKee, Boca Raton, and you'll see her whole history. I met her, and she seems to be very sincere, and she wants to make a difference. But she's really been in no involvement in politics, but she's been in the movie business as an actor, and then followed up with real estate. But let me read to you the results from a recent interview from my good friend Peter. Recently asked in an interview, what is her professional background? Her answer was, listen up, House of Cards, McDonald's, and Wendy's. When you Google her, Tamara Jones, you get Princess Leia, runs marathons, has weapons training, modeling in Paris, Tokyo, Milan, New York, and South Beach, and maybe 10 or more movies she has been in, such as Glades. When asked what is her platform, number one, traffic, okay. What are the solutions? Didn't provide any. Number two, permitting. I have no idea what she was talking about. Number three was fiscal issues. I have no idea what she's talking about. And later on in the interview, transparency. Okay, that's it. She's a good person, sincere, and wants to make a difference. Wonderful family, and I hope she continues her volunteering with nonprofits, but she simply does not have the education or life experiences that Kathy has. I wish her well. We should be glad that she wants to get involved in making Boca a great place to live, but she has no business being in the race for the city council. Now let me talk about Andy Thompson. Okay, you all know Andy because he ran for the city council against Andrea O'Rourke last year, and another guy that's pretty sincere. When you meet him, he's a good guy. You know, he charmed the pants off you, just like that Scott Singer, though. You know, between the two of them, you got to be careful. But anyway, they're good guys. But the thing that I find shocking about Andy is he has no ties to special interest, but we all know that he's pro overdevelopment. But the point is, we took a look at his donations in this last period. And all the ones that came from legal and to developers. And it was a great deal of money. The key is almost 50%. And I have this here, and it shows that over 50% have come from special interest. Well, he says he has no ties, but yet I find that to be quite alarming. But then when we looked at both Kathy, Tamara, and compared to Andy, we came up, Kathy had one developer or legal donation, Tamara had 4, and Andy had 27.
What?
Kathy had one developer or legal donation, Tamara had 4, and Andy had 27. 27 of the donations came from special interests. I find that to be pretty alarming. Here and recently he just came out with this brochure where he talks about he's a community leader. I have a question mark there. I don't know what community is he talking about. He grew up in Coral Springs, and he's only been living in the city for less than 2 years. Somebody said 15 months. So I don't know what community he's talking about. He says he's a public servant. I don't know who has put Boca Raton first. I don't understand this public servant stuff. But here's the thing that really bothers me. It says that he shows that he has no ties to special interests. I find that to be troubling because we all know that's not true. What I wanted to do is to go back in history and look at a fact sheet that was provided last year, and it's called, and the title up here is Andy Thompson, Justice Shield for Developers. That's a question mark. I don't know that that's true. You decide. You decide what's going on there. And here are the facts. Until recently, he's never lived in a city. Well, that's not quite true now. It's about 15 months. So we all understand that. He filed a run for city council less than 35 days later. He's never served on a city board or committee. I guess he served for a couple months now, and 2 or 3 here in Boca. But the point I'm making is that Thompson has taken tens of thousands of dollars in campaign contributions from developers and their attorneys. Now, let me talk about Kathy Cottrell, Dr. Kathy Cottrell, an incredible candidate to run for council in our city. And she has 30 years of real-world experience. And let me describe to you exactly what type of real-world experience. And then you compare that to Andy and Tamara. Her real-world experience of over 30 years using her outstanding education, doctorates, 2 masters, managed a multi-million-dollar budgets, on and on. Tenet, 10 years. Raytheon, 4 years. Disney, 2 years. Hospice by the Sea, right here in Boca Raton, for 4 years. And now you can understand why she's concerned for the elderly. She worked for a law firm for 9 years with a legal background, which I found to be shocking, with a law firm that specializes in eminent domain. Isn't that being considered as a solution for mansions on our beaches? That's her 30-year real-world experience. I find that to be overwhelming, actually. And also one thing that Kathy's done, Dr. Kathy, has done, which nobody else in running for seat A has done. And if you read her brochure, it says here, ensuring the penny sales tax. She's talking about the penny sales tax, which nobody in this city has brought up. I think that's pretty amazing that she's so astute that she's focusing on an issue and she cares about taxes in this city. Here's the nut of it. There's not one word of quality of life issues from either Andy or Tamara. Not one word. And let me read the quality of life issues to you. Massive overdevelopment's coming. Crushing overcrowding in our school. Vague solutions on how our kids are being protected. Out of control traffic. Commercialization of our parks, mansions on our beaches. When you go to either both Andy and Tamara's flyers, you won't see one word about the quality of life issues in this city. I think one of the biggest deals going is that she has the endorsement of Andrea O'Rourke, and I think that is pretty amazing. And Andrea, as you all know, has worked very hard to get the trust of people in this city. And if she trusts Dr. Kathy, you all ought to take that and consider it. One more thing. Let me show you a beautiful picture. You have Monica, Dr. Kathy, and Andrea. Beautiful, smart, and talented. We got to vote August 28th. You know what to do. Connect the dots. Thank you very much.